Also, beetles will try to fuck bottles. Like there's a bunch of beetles trying to gangbang a bottle. Yeah, they think it's a big beetle, a queen beetle or something.
Oh, this bitch is smooth.
Look how big she is.
BBB.
You are.
There it is.
Hell yeah, boss.
Oh, hey.
Oh, yeah.
Good morning and welcome to episode 946 of Hard Factor. It is Thursday, May 19th, 2022. Thank you for cheating on the news with us. Today, we've got legal news, Taylor Swift's fake doctorate, circus news, lots of horny people, animals, and even plants, and another manhunt.
Oh, wow.
Very packed lineup today. Also, have you guys seen the Moon Knight miniseries yet?
Yeah, don't like it.
Like
Really?
the Moon Knight's like a spinoff from the characters in Aqua Teen Hunger Force?
The Moon Knight. No. Moon
No,
it sounds like
not
a
Moon Knight's Moon Knight. Got it.
Moon Knight.
Sounds like some teenage girl vampire story.
No, it's like on Disney. I thought it was pretty good. You don't like it, Wes? What did you like better, that or Doctor Strange 2?
Oh, Doctor Strange 2 by far.
Oh, we're flip-flopped on that. Like the Moon Knight way better than Doctor Strange 2. All right.
Can't
Look at
say I
that.
agree.
All right. Well,
Yeah, I've heard.
we're at
I
odds
watched the
then.
first 2 episodes of Moon Knight, and I called it the Good Night because it puts you to sleep.
Yeah, it's slow as fuck.
Yeah.
I'll see you later.
I like all the Egyptian shit in it. It's cool. It's like you know how Shazam is like a Christian comic book? Moon Knight is like the Egyptian version of that.
Right.
Like they're the Egyptian gods.
You talking about Shazam
or like
Kazam?
how
Like the Muslim version?
or like how
Talking about the Sinbad movie?
no. Or Aquaman is like the Greek gods, right? Because he's like Poseidon.
Are you sure Shazam's a Christian comic? Which?
Pretty sure.
Well, you talking about
Based on religion for sure.
You talking about the Shaq genie movie or the Sinbad genie?
No,
movie?
the one where they all have the lightning bolt on their chest. It's
No, the
DC.
new ones. Yeah, they did
Oh,
2 ones. They did-
Kazam.
Yeah.
Shazam?
Yeah, Shazam.
Shazam.
Okay.
You
Never
know
mind.
there's some nerds just really
All right.
grinding their teeth right now at this
Some
segment.
conflicting views on the latest comic
the
series.
nerds are gonna be
out,
happy
so.
because we dropped some Easter eggs in there, some Mandela effect stuff for the nerds.
Okay.
I was playing chess. Don't worry, I was playing chess. I was playing chess out there.
Oh, I got your old school references.
Talk about Shaq Fu.
I was trying to make Mark's brain explode with the Mandela effect.
All right.
That's all I had. Sorry, I just wanted to. Oh, also, Hive Hour deep dive of the 7 wonders of the world is live now. Patreon.com/hardfactor.
Speaking of Egypt has a few in there, right? At least
The,
one.
the 3 wonders of the world, more like it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, Mark,
Guessing 4 suck.
Egypt's have mostly been taken off. Yeah, it's actually terrible. It's the
Oh
wonders.
yeah,
have
they
been
updated
changed.
them. That's right. All right, so the pyramids aren't there.
Nope.
The best one of all time.
Well, there's
Got
another
it.
pyramid though.
Oh, okay.
I'll put it this way:
All right.
that band from that movie, That Thing You
South
Do,
America.
is better than half of these wonders.
Wow.
It's the
The
7
wonders.
Oneders.
Would you stop
the
it with
world.
the Easter eggs, Pat? It's too much.
Hey, I see you down there in the lower corner getting them, picking them up, putting them in your basket.
You guys wanna do? Oh, I forgot to tell you. So McDonald's at it again with the fucking milkshake machines.
What?
My son does like these after school activities. He takes a bus to them. I go pick him up later. Blah blah blah. So I get there and he's not there, and I'm like, what the fuck's going on? And all of a sudden the kids roll in like super late. I beat them to this after school activity. They'd already supposed to be in there for like 40 minutes, and they're like, oh well, we went to McDonald's. It was like the last day of school kind of thing. The teacher was like, yeah, and we went to McDonald's. I was going to get the kids some ice cream. I paid for it. I ordered about 12 ice creams, and then I got to the window, and guess what? Then they all of a sudden the machine's broken. Yep.
Every kid's sad.
Yep.
At the
Every kid
window,
is-
they did
at
that
the
to them.
window. Yep.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah. I think it's
McDonald's,
laziness.
come on.
I think it's fucking laziness, to be honest with you. I don't know.
Well, of course it is, but
yeah.
say it at the thing. I don't care
Right.
if they tell me at the when I'm at the speaker
Right.
box. That's
Say no,
fine.
I'm not doing that.
Right. Well, we went over it. They have to go through this one company that's like really
Yeah, I
has
know.
really shitty customer service, but it's a combination of the laziness
that's their scapegoat.
and the difficulty. Exactly. And the difficulty to do. If it was super easy to fix, then one overambitious McDonald's employee would always have to fix it.
Right. Anyone want to make 15 McFlurries? No. Okay, it's
No.
broken.
No, it's broken. Yeah.
The window's a travesty.
It's summertime. The kids are out. It's broken.
You're letting the kids down, McDonald's. All right, let's do the news.
Yeah. Cup of coffee in the big time.
Cup of coffee in the big time. Fun fact. This guy, Thomas Hargrove, you ever hear of him? He's a homicide archivist, and he estimates that there are over 2,000 serial killers at large right now.
Whoa.
Right now. Yeah.
At
He
large.
also
How many?
2,000
In the world or in the United States?
and the world, I believe.
Where's he getting that data?
Well, he says that there's over 27,000 murders that aren't even on the FBI files. He estimates.
Okay.
So, probably a lot of them prostitutes, people that are like, have no family, that kind
I
of thing.
saw the
don't
one
know.
at 7-Eleven. No one believed me. But
We
right.
believed you.
yeah.
Yeah.
He had a head in his van, but
Oh, that
Yeah.
guy. Yeah.
Yeah.
We believed you on that.
yeah, sure.
I believe you.
We backed you up.
I saw, you know all those Netflix like cake shows, like Is It Cake and all that stuff.
Mm-hmm.
There was one guy who specialized in Gory Cakes at his like actual shop, and he did literally a guy's head smushed in a plastic bag as like one of his specialties. And I was like, that's exactly what I saw. I saw it like a month ago.
Did the guy make you delete the photo? Is that what happened? I forget.
Yeah, but then I undeleted it. I still have it.
A listener.
Idiot! He doesn't know how phones work. He's
Idiot.
a stupid, poor serial killer.
I just put it in the trash, dummy. I trashed it. Also, a listener sent in to the Instagram account a video of an officer involved shooting right outside their work. So it's just there's more deaths out there than you think. And that was just like just today. That was just. And so they're just like somebody's dying on the side of the road. Yeah, death is abound.
If you get
nasty out
murdered, 1 in 3 chance they'll never find your murderer. That's another stat for you.
That's fun.
Yeah.
Well,
I got a
within the
fun
first
joke for you.
48 hours. I mean,
No, ever. 1 in 3.
That's depressing. That's a depressing fact.
Yeah. How about a fun joke though?
Yeah.
How about one?
Okay.
That was not a fun fact at all, Wes. That was the least fun fact ever.
But I have to. I was either going to go dark joke, fun fact, or dark fact, fun joke. I'm going to go fun joke. A pair of cows were talking in the field. One says, "Hey, have you heard about the mad cow disease that's going around?" "Yeah," the other cow says. "Makes me glad I'm a penguin."
Because they're insane.
Oh, right, because he's already
He's
got
insane.
He's mad.
got
Yeah.
yeah.
You already can't eat his meat.
He's gone
Mercury.
nuts.
It's a Reader's Digest special for you. All right, guys. First up in the coffee.
Will likes it now.
I loved it, man. I thought it was
did
fucking
your parents
hilarious.
bring Reader's Digest with them?
No, they didn't.
I loved Wes's soft exhale getting ready for the next section.
They're pleased. All right, guys. First, some legal updates. Remember that father-son duo from was it New Zealand or Australia? I think it was Australia.
No, it was New Zealand.
No, it was
right?
New Zealand.
Zealand?
They
Okay,
ran
New
because
Zealand.
they're the
That's
kings
right.
of New Zealand. Yeah.
That's right. Yeah. So I covered a little about the Burrs, Bill and Sean.
Yeah, Bill Burr.
Yeah. Remember, this is what Sean looks like. He's like
Yeah,
just
Sean.
a
He's a
gangster.
real gangster.
They cut off that kid's finger when he broke into the dad's house. They were on trial. Well, the verdict is in. Not guilty on all counts. They are.
Self-defense.
Yep, they are. Here they are, happy as clams, walking out of the courthouse. Check this video out, though. Check this video out how shady Sean looks after the verdict.
Yeah.
His
He's
dad's
wearing
hugging.
he didn't have a belt on.
His dad's hugging people, and Sean's just doing something extremely shady. You see that?
Where's he at?
Where is
He's right here,
Bushes?
right there.
Oh
yeah,
yeah.
he
just
walks
there.
off, yeah.
He's just
Oh
looking
no, he was going to
around.
smoke. Sean was
Yeah.
going to smoke a cig. That's a
I mean,
fact.
they knew the outcome before because they probably had that judge in their pocket.
Yes, yeah.
They
his
run
fingers.
North New Zealand. Yeah.
It's official.
Yeah.
Official. Not guilty on anything. Both of them walking free.
Sean was just going to smoke, but he was looking around an awful lot for just.
sure
He's
was.
close to a courtroom. Sean can't be that close to a courtroom. Spending a day inside the courtroom, which for Sean must be so anxiety inducing.
Like any good gangster, Sean has to continuously look left and right in case someone's trying to assassinate him. Like
Right.
he understands the game.
Right. Yeah.
He can't be caught.
He's up to something.
No.
So more news, more legal news. the Pharma Bro, Martin Shkreli. He was released from federal prison yesterday and into a U.S. Bureau of Prisons halfway house at an undisclosed location in New York to complete the rest of his criminal sentence. So he got out of prison and he took to Facebook and he wrote, "Getting out of real prison is easier than getting out of Twitter prison," because he's still banned from Twitter. And yeah,
Funny.
Like
guy.
he would know, you know.
Yeah.
right, yeah. He was sentenced to 7 years in March 2018 for securities fraud, and he got released a little bit more than 4 years after that sentencing because he had he was great in prison, good behavior, and he completed education rehabilitation programs while locked up. So,
no shit, he did like the courses to get out early. Obviously,
yeah.
I mean, he was great to everyone except for that journalist that came to do a profile on him and
That he
then
married?
fell in love with him. No. The woman fell in love with him.
She
She
got
was
rid of her husband.
married,
Yeah, she
right?
got rid of her husband. Yeah.
And then as
He
soon
just
as
kept
she,
leading her
as
on.
soon as she got rid of her husband, he refused to talk to her. Like he was just literally power playing this woman.
He's also been great to everyone except for all the families with people with what the disease.
Any
HIV.
disease,
Yeah,
any
any
disease that
disease,
can kill
'cause he
you,
just- he jacked up the
where he
price
can
of
buy the
everything.
patent. Right.
Hey,
So
man,
I've
this,
got
is, this is the game, okay? That's just the pharma game, bro.
Right.
Don't
So I
hate
got
the
a tweet
player.
about
He's a
that.
monster.
I got a tweet about that. And I don't know. I wasn't going to dig into it, and I don't know if this is at all true, but I want someone out there that knows more about this than us to set us straight. So this tweet says from McStevie ETH. He says, "I'm not supposed to be using this website anymore, but I just found out that there's that people are happy that Martin Shkreli is out of prison, saying things like the king is back. And I just wanted to make it very public that I wish the absolute worst for all of you." And then this guy, Abe, MD, PhD, says, "You do realize that the only people being hurt by Martin Shkreli were the insurance companies, since they had to take on all the extra cost, and people without insurance didn't have to pay for the drug at all." So let us know if that's
I don't think so.
anyway true.
Wes, did he go to jail for price gouging or insider trading?
No, he went for securities fraud.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Well, that doesn't sound
Yeah.
doesn't sound like jacking the price of the HIV medication up. It sounds like something different.
I'm just saying, people think that the victims were the reason that he is hated. That's why he's hated,
Right.
Pat.
That's why he's
So-
hated. Yeah.
Yeah, that's why he's
Yeah,
hated.
well, even if that guy's right, Wes, his scheme then pumps up insurance premiums, which also hurts regular people.
Right.
Yeah, exactly. Everyone's prices go up. Like
So that guy-
he's an idiot. He screwed over the entire insurance, the healthcare system.
Right. So that guy who thinks he has an awesome point,
Yeah.
also there's like a very easy counterpoint, like really easy.
Money's got
Probably a reply there.
How come everyone's insurance rates are so fucking high? Right? Because
Jack Severett. Jack Severett, we need to know.
I haven't seen Jack in the comments recently. He might be out.
Uh-oh.
He's in school studying.
He's studying abroad probably. He's probably.
He's probably learning his 18th language. So you guys, actually, I'm going to skip this one. I was going to do an update on George Floyd. The Thomas Lane, one of the cops, he's pleading. He's pleading guilty to some charges, but they're going to give him a lesser charge apparently than he's supposed to get. But good news is that the federal charges are sticking, and now they're moving ahead with the state charges in these guys. So more justice coming for those guys. Okay, let's move on to
Shkreli raised the price from $20 to $750 for the HIV medicine. So,
yes,
I mean,
he did. It was
he
was
fucked
ridiculous.
the system up, and he definitely fucked people over.
It's free market capitalism, man. He had to do it.
Sure.
Right.
Yeah. Asshole.
Guys, Taylor Swift was trending in the news because the singer received her doctorate from NYU yesterday, and she gave a speech, which is crazy because Taylor Swift never actually went to NYU or any college and was homeschooled her last year of high school to allow her to tour. So she didn't earn it, but she's still relishing in it, which made me do some hating on her.
Yeah.
Bio,
What is her doctorate in, Wes? Do you know?
a doctorate in fine arts.
Certainly not romance. She can't keep a guy.
Okay, so I thought okay, so I know you can get like a doctorate in arts, but not really. Like the furthest you can take an arts degree is an MFA, a Master of Fine Arts. But like I know you can be like a doctor of a
Which
certain
is like writing, right?
art, but it's not a thing.
I
right?
think it's not. You're not a doctor, obviously, but you can still get
you have a
doctorate.
PhD, but
You can get a doctorate in theology, right?
Who did this? Tish? The Tish School did this?
NYU.
I think she's sold enough records to have a doctorate in whatever the fuck fine arts is.
Yeah, well, she's not smart enough to not know that her dad owns the record label that she claims was ripping her off, right?
She got Shkreli'd.
Yeah, her dad was on the board, and she didn't know that it was being sold to Scooter Braun. I don't know. Yeah, okay.
What about
Here's a little-
Michelangelo? Would he deserve a doctorate in
Oh,
the fine
yeah.
arts?
The painter? Yeah, man. He's a
Yeah,
Renaissance. man.
Michelangelo.
Oh, man, yeah.
Okay,
know.
well, so they should
Did he go
maybe
to
have
school?
a doctorate, but the problem is that it's got to be only
But
Michelangelo.
it's a rip off to other people that are getting doctorates by studying and doing the hard work.
Yeah.
All she did
Well,
was
Wes,
go on
this
tour.
is this not new. This happens to every celebrity. And about like every athlete,
I'm aware.
celebrity gets they all
Yeah,
get
Shaq's
they
like-
all
I
get
hate
fake
it.
they all get fake degrees.
Hate
He's
every
like a
single
sheriff
one.
in every county in Louisiana. Shaq.
Steven
yeah.
Seagal's a cop everywhere. Yeah, like
Yeah.
people get honor like cool people that are celebrities get honorary things that people
Yeah,
work
well,
hard for.
they shouldn't relish in it like this video she made where she's driving to NYU and then she's putting on her gown and she's saying wearing a cap and gown for the very first time. See you NYU. She's getting pictures like she fucking like she went to school.
Raise your
weird.
hand if you didn't get into NYU.
Yeah,
Fuck
I
you,
mean-
Taylor Swift.
What, I didn't apply to NYU.
I applied to Tisch.
No, I wouldn't have applied, but I mean, I would have not have gotten.
I would have gotten and not been able to afford it.
Yeah, it was really expensive.
By the way, she went to high school at something called the Thearon Academy, which I looked up high school, and it's just a front for homeschooling. It's very, very strange what they do over there.
Well, aren't most
basically-
celebrities, like child celebrities, homeschooled anyways? Like basically,
Yeah, they do
they have
University
like
of Nebraska or whatever, the correspondence school.
right, and they have like a tutor that kind of like stays on tour with them, kind of.
I'll tell
Yeah.
you.
Uh-huh. But look at this. Look at this, Will. This is the logo for the Thearon Academy. Tell me that doesn't look racist. It says home
You better
education,
believe it does.
your choice, our mission, and it's got like a blood cross with like
I'm confused about the blood cross. Why is that? What's that?
That also
what's
looks like
that
a slave
symbolize?
ship.
it does. It's an old American flag
It's
back
definitely a slave ship and red and a burning cross in
there.
there. That's
And
not
like legal books.
What's up with
Yeah.
the lowercase font too? It's all lowercase lettering. You know, that's I don't know.
It
Yeah,
looks like
Wes.
a
I mean, good
satanic
eyes.
church. Yeah.
Good eyes, Wes.
Too much flag.
Now that I know Taylor Swift came from that school, I'm a little concerned.
Now you hate her, right?
Well, I'm worried.
too.
I
Still
got
hate
her. I got her on the watch list. You got it. Somebody is going to be an extremist coming from a place like that.
Oh my god.
She also got a 4.0 GPA and finished her last 2 years in one.
From her mom?
Homeschooled.
Yeah, she got a 4.0 from her parents.
right. Yep.
Nice.
Disrespectful.
She also signed a contract. She signed a
Right.
contract, Taylor. I'm sorry. You signed a contract. Someone owns your masters. That's the fucking deal. It's the fucking deal, Taylor. It's the fucking
Like you
deal.
don't give it up.
That's why you have a career. Just because you're super famous doesn't mean you can have your fucking masters back. You signed a contract, you asshole.
Oh, you're on the record label side.
Yeah, you signed a fucking contract.
That's always been his.
Pat's
big
always
mad
a
at
record
Taylor
label
Swift.
guy.
I'm a record label
He's a
man.
rights guy. Yeah, record label.
Company man.
What am I trading?
Real big of you, Pat.
What am I trading? I give you the money.
Pat wants the label to have it all.
I own the masters. Number one rule of the recording
they did
business.
pay-
you,
they did
you
pay
know
for the
talent.
production.
You know talent. Record label bigwigs stealing everyone's fucking intellectual property. Very cool.
Giving 'em
Very
a-
Who
cool.
paid for the
Without-
session,
without
Mark?
The investors. How would these artists?
Who paid for
record
the
these
session?
files?
Wow.
Hey, I didn't knock on their door and say, "Oh,
I do not
please
like.
sign
I do not like
me."
Taylor Swift, but I'm going to take the opposite stance of the record labels.
You signed a fucking contract, Taylor.
I
want my
masters back.
Anyway, before everyone contacts, an honorary degree isn't actually an academic degree. I know it's I know that, but it's disrespectful. to
The
everyone who actually
doctorate
did
is
the work.
much. Is a bit much.
Yeah. It's a bit.
She
much,
really
right?
should have gone with the masters there.
Give her a master's. Give her a bachelor's. She didn't go to a lick of college.
I don't think they give away honorary MFAs. I think it's a DFA is like a joke. It's like, hey man,
They
here's
give
a-
away honorary bachelor's.
You know,
degrees.
everyone at NYU is laughing about it for sure when they had it. To
Oh,
her.
you're a doctor. Fine. Oh,
Yeah.
interesting. I didn't know that was. Oh, okay.
She had the gall to give a speech too. She accepted the doctorate and then she gave a speech.
How long was it? It was probably too
God,
long.
unbearably
Anything
long.
longer than 10 seconds is probably
Yeah.
too long.
She bring out her
If it
guitar.
wasn't a song performance, it was
Yeah.
a ripoff.
Was it on intellectual property law?
I don't know.
No, she
should have
didn't.
been.
She didn't get a doctorate.
Because she's a
on
master
that
of
privilege.
Flunked that class.
Yeah, but she got her way, right?
Her dad was the biggest investor in the fucking record label.
Yeah, and he was like an exec at Merrill Lynch or something. I forget.
I mean, I think he owned 10% of the label. And she was like, Scooter Braun's stealing my master. Your dad was in the board meeting. You fucking.
I wasn't paying attention.
Anyway,
Who's got a worse dad, her or Britney Spears?
Oh, I don't
Britney
know.
Spears.
Brittany. It's got to be Brittany.
Sure.
Which one's
Who
worse?
cares more?
Yeah.
You know?
For
Britney's
sure.
terrible.
All right, let's get off of Taylor Swift and go to.
The cream of the crop!
That's a good joke. I like that. You guys ever been to a circus, like a proper like big tent circus, like say Ringling Brothers?
Yeah.
No,
yeah, hell yeah,
want to
man.
though.
Yes.
Yeah.
The Ringling.
It's great. They got clowns everywhere. They got
Yes.
elephants. They got lions. They got trapeze artists, cotton candy.
go.
As far as the eye can see, it's an incredible experience. It really brings you back to
It's
like,
a delight.
yeah, it's amazing.
I've
Unfortunately,
been to a lot of rodeos. Is it anything like a rodeo?
Yeah,
No.
you got there's clowns at rodeos. There's there's some.
You ever been to
similarities,
Cirque du
but-
Soleil?
Yeah,
Rodeo,
it's more
yeah,
like
Cirque
that.
du Soleil, yeah, a bunch of
It's
times.
like a combination of the two.
like
a
gelato
combination
and
of
ice
Cirque du
cream.
Soleil and like an awesome animal show.
Yeah, there's
Okay.
fire and juggling and animals and clowns.
It's amazing.
There's a sense of
popcorn.
danger.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Trapeze artists. Yeah.
It's amazing. And these kinds of circuses are around less and less. In fact, 5 years ago, the Ringling Brothers and Barnum and Bailey Circus, I think it was just called Ringling Brothers, packed up its circus after 146 years.
I think
They
we covered
cited,
that.
yeah, they cited slumping
Yeah, we
sales.
did. Yeah.
Mhm. And a quote growing public distaste for the lion, tiger, and elephant acts once
Oh, okay.
synonymous with this circus. So who the fuck didn't like seeing these majestic animals do tricks? I'm going to show you guys a
Would you rather
couple.
be in a zoo than getting treats at the circus?
Right. Oh yeah, let's go to the zoo at the wrong time
right,
and
the
when they're
zoo's
all
so much
sleeping.
better.
What's the
Yeah.
difference?
You know,
Right.
not every animal is an apex in the wild. Okay, there's
Right.
lots of
Right.
betas out there, and a lot of them end up in the carnival. Okay,
At
or
least the
circus.
circus animals get like standing ovations.
At least you can see them, not
Yeah.
versus like, hey, I think I see
Right.
the tiger's tail under the rock.
It's
over
better
there.
for the people and the animals at the
They have
circus.
fans.
Right.
Yeah, they
Well, look, I
fans.
don't know if
Look,
it's,
just-
I don't know if I'd say better, but it's
It's different.
Well,
it's not for
it's
everyone.
so
once
much
they,
better.
Once they hit the road, it's not great because they're on the road a lot in
Right.
those big
they have to
transport
shit in
vehicles.
cages. They
Yeah.
shit
Yeah,
on
no,
them.
it's
but
better for
during
you
the
and I,
circus
that's for sure.
performance, they are.
They get
killers.
cleaned up right before the show. Yeah, they get
Yeah.
a nice bath, and then then they get
Probably get a
chucked
tug
back
job.
in the cage till the next town.
T Swift will tell you there's
That doesn't guy
trade-offs
tugs them off.
on the road. It's half good and half bad.
Listen,
Yeah.
the circuses are good for you and I. Will watch this clip of some animal highlights from Ringling
They
Brothers.
love it, Will. The animals love
Okay.
it.
Look at that. Hot chicks on elephants just walking around.
Yeah,
Look,
delightful.
tigers jumping over lions.
That
This
looks-
tiger might maul this guy too, which is an
Yeah,
added
this guy's
bonus.
lucky to be alive.
That's-
Look at all
Tigers-
those cats together. That's
Wow.
incredible. I mean,
That
there's
is incredible.
multiple tigers, lions, cougars
They're all on their
in the
hind
same
legs.
pen.
Watch this.
I
one.
noticed
Whoa.
the giant lion wasn't angry, but he wasn't playing ball.
Look at that.
Yeah,
You guys
And he
kissing
looks-
a lion
Wow.
on
That
a
That
else
guy's
is
gonna
football?
die to the lion one day.
Anyone else wonder what Wes is getting at? We're pretty deep into the story here.
Look, they're
But
spinning
they're
around.
training animals.
Look at this.
Look at that. There's a kangaroo jumping over a cape.
I'm mighty suspicious here.
Look. Oh my
I
god.
don't know,
look,
I'm just
there's-
enjoying the ride, Pat.
Right. Look at it. Look at the elephant's
Oh,
doing
he's doing a
handstand.
handstand.
That's cool.
And that was like, you hear the music? It's like the final act. An elephant
Yeah.
doing a handstand. All right. Well,
Pretty good.
What's next, Wes?
I got some good news, guys.
Impressive highlight.
Ringling Brothers has just announced their comeback tour.
Oh,
It seems for the
nice.
past few years, they've secretly been traveling the world, finding the best circus talent in the biz in places like Mongolia, Ethiopia, Las Vegas. And on September 28th, 2023,
Wow.
the Ringling Brothers will have their first comeback show. Pretty incredible, right?
Ric Flair,
Amazing.
July 31st. Ringling Brothers, September.
That's right. Oh,
Lots
wait,
to look
guys.
forward to, folks.
Yeah, lots to look forward to. But I forgot to mention one thing. Some idiot over there at corporate was like, hey, how about this? We come back. We call ourselves Ringling Brothers, but 0 animals.
What?
That's right. No
No
animals.
So it's just Cirque du Soleil now.
That's right, Mark. It's
Yeah, it's
just
Cirque du Soleil.
Cirque du
It's
Soleil.
With
traveling Cirque du
weaker
Soleil.
dudes.
Right.
No, yeah, dude, the
With
dudes,
the, with the minor leagues. It's
the
the minor
Vegas
leagues.
dudes, those are the champs. Those
Yeah.
guys are so jacked. Like, it's insane.
Obviously, if you're good enough to be in Cirque du Soleil, you're going to Cirque du Soleil. You're not going to this new Ringling
Yeah,
Brothers.
you're going to one of the Vegas shows.
You're not going to work for your
Vegas
uncle.
shows are the best ones
Yeah.
by far.
That's right. This is the old poster of Ringling Brothers. 40 baby elephants, and now you can go and watch guys shirtless balancing on each other.
It's like America's Got Talent now.
At least they have great pants on.
Yeah.
So here's what they said. Ringling has always evolved logically in order to be successful for 146 years. You constantly have to change, said Ken Feld, who's the CEO of Feld Entertainment, which purchased the circus in 1967. They also do Disney on Ice, blah, blah, blah. And the
Disney
problem
on Ice
is,
all right. I mean, it's great for
Yeah.
the kids.
right.
Big.
The problem
Disney
is
on
it's
Ice is big bucks.
yeah. It's expensive to travel with all those animals, so they've converted all the trains into sleeping quarters for these new performers. and they will no longer, need to check into hotels with big cats and all that kind of stuff. So they're going to save some money.
It's also nice, Wes,
Sleep on the
because
side of the road.
they also don't have
That's
to get PETA blood thrown on them at every single stop.
Right.
Because they won't have the animals.
They're traveling by train still.
Yeah, they converted the train into the problem is a lot of them are going to fly, but a lot of like the grunt people will probably still fall.
I mean, Ringling Brothers should just be honest, be like, we caved to the fucking protesters. And
They're traveling.
That's the reality. We're not bringing back animals. We're not dealing with the PR nightmare.
They're traveling by bus because no one's going to see them, and they don't have any funding.
What they're going to do, Mark? What they're going to do is
traveling by bus.
It's now traveling Cirque du Soleil, and they're going to go to towns that like where people probably haven't gotten a chance to see like a good show, and then they're going to put it on there.
Right.
They're traveling by van.
Yeah, by semi and van. Yeah,
by wagon, by horse and carriage.
Yeah.
A lot of people are skeptical of this. They're saying that they, there's one guy that says, can they call it a circus? I think their audience is going to be disappointed when they hear Ringling Brothers is back and they show up and all it is dudes balancing on each other, maybe some fire. Yeah,
Hold
Clowns.
on, Wes, are they bringing in e-bikes and e-scooters to replace the motorcycles in the wheels, in the cages? Because that could really set it off.
I think they still have the motorcycles in the cages.
All right.
No,
yeah, that's something they can
what
work
about
with. Right
monkeys? The monkeys are easy to travel with. They're little. Can you get a monkey on a unicycle?
Well, listen, they're having a tough time getting investors for this thing, and I have a call from Ken to one of the investors, trying to get him on board.
Let's hear it.
That we have.
Yeah, let's hear it. Is it playing for anyone?
No.
It's not playing for anyone. I don't think.
No.
Damn it. Okay. Well, bummer. That was my whole joke.
You want to try it again?
Yeah, try it again. Reload
Try it again.
Okay. Let's try it again.
Now let's hear what Ken has to say, huh?
Okay.
Hello. Jim. Ken Feld here. How are you doing, sir? Oh. Hey, Ken. How are you doing? Well, I'm doing fantastic, actually. I'm bringing back the circus.
Whoa.
Really? Wow. Oh, it's been 5 years since you guys did a show. That's right, Jim. 5 long years. And it's about time the good people of America see what it's like to go to a proper circus once again. What do we need? I'll call the lion trainers. Not gonna need them this time. No lions. No lions. Okay. I'll buy back our elephants. Not gonna need those either. No elephants. People don't like them anymore. People hate animals. We're doing this
Ken
show.
cooking up.
No animals. We're gonna have storylines. People are gonna have to follow along. No elephant Congo lines. No lions jumping over tigers. No tigers jumping over lions. It's all people. Right. But don't you think that people will want to see the animals? It is the circus after all. What about like a monkey? How about a monkey?
Yes.
Not a single one of them. Ken, I don't have time for this nonsense. I gotta go. Wait, hey, Jim, I'm telling you, it's gonna be the greatest show on earth. People are gonna come from far and wide. They're gonna go, wow, what a show that was. Ringling Brothers is back, baby.
Oh no. Oh, Ken. It's not gonna work out for
Tough
Ken.
for Ken.
Poor Ken.
But the other guy was right. They need the animals. I think the motorcycles. They're gonna play that up a lot.
Dude, this thing is gonna tank.
Alternative, could they bring back the freaks? Like
They're gonna have to
the
kill
bearded
someone.
ladies.
There's gonna have to be
strong men.
death.
Right. That's what I'm saying, Mark. So like,
Bring
if you
back
can't
some
do
freaks.
animals, then you gotta have like I'd say the
7 foot
motorcycle guy's
people.
kind of a freak. Yeah.
Yeah.
We need something to gawk at.
Yeah, the guy who like shoves fire with their sword down his throat. Those type
Sword
of things.
swallowers.
Sword swallowers. Yeah.
I'll tell you what, the bearded lady's not coming back. It's not today.
Not today, no.
Well, they may have found some of that in Mongolia. He said they were out in Mongolia looking for
You
it.
probably can't call the bearded lady a lady.
They could update it. Yeah, they could do the pregnant man.
Just call him Brian.
Hey.
Probably not allowed to call him bearded lady a lady anymore. Anyway, that's that, guys. And the cup of coffee in the big time today was brought to you by Titan. Guys, let's be honest, we're morons when it comes to finances. Many times I've looked at a great financial decision,
like Ken.
just dead in the eyes, and said, nope, too responsible. I'm going to take that money and buy a motorcycle or gamble instead. But as you get older, you really need to start making better financial decisions. Otherwise, you'll never be able to retire, and you won't have any money to pay a nurse to wipe your ass because you blew all your money on really stupid shit. And that's where Titan comes in. As everyday investors, the cards have been stacked against us. We've been given access to this marketplace of stocks, but we're competing against institutional investors with unlimited resources. We're simply told to invest in the S&P 500, be happy with the conservative average. But when you're wealthy, you have access to teams of experts, different types of portfolios and investment vehicles, and much more. And that's what Titan brings to the everyday man, you and me. Team of experts. So with Titan, you have a personal investment team that researches and invests for you so you can aim to outperform the market while giving you a courtside seat to become a smarter investor along the way. So you learn, they teach you how to do it. With Titan, you get access to strategies similar to those in 1% without having to be ultra wealthy or pay hefty fees. All it takes is $100 to get started. Deposit your money, select which of their portfolios you want to invest in, and that's it. Titan aims to grow your investments at least 15% annually net of fees, which could mean doubling your wealth every 5 years. And that sounds pretty good, doesn't it? They say if you want to go fast, go alone. And if you want to go far, go together. Titan helps make me money and my money go farther together with their team of experts. And I'm all about that philosophy. So check out Titan if you want to aim to become the smartest, wealthiest investor you've ever been. Head to titan.com/factor. You get $50 when you invest with Titan. You must go to this URL or you will not get that $50 and they won't know you sent us. We sent you. So that's $50 when you go to titan.com/factor.
That's easy.
Titan.
Titan.com/factor. That's easy.
Right. Yep. And this is a sponsored ad. I am a client of Titan. I use Titan. I'm invested in the flagship and crypto portfolios and doing quite well. Thank you.
Buy low, sell high. That's what they say.
That's right.
Never better time than right now on the buying front. Today's episode was also brought to you by stamps.com. Time is money. When you're running a small business, every second counts. You can't afford to waste a single moment. So why are you still taking the time out of your day to go to the post office when you could be using stamps.com instead? It's a simple question. And if you think about it for just 2 seconds, you won't have an answer and you'll just sign up for stamps.com using our promo code because it's that simple of a decision to make when you're talking about saving time and money. Stamps.com makes mailing and shipping quick, easy, and cost effective. Stamps.com saves you time, money, and stress. For more than 20 years, Stamps.com has been indispensable for over 1 million businesses. Stamps.com gives you access to all the post office and UPS shipping services you need right from your computer. And get discounts you can't find anywhere else, like up to 30% off USPS rates and 86% off UPS. That's incredible. Streamline your shipping process with Stamps.com's easy-to-use software. All you need is your regular computer and printer, no special supplies or equipment, printing official postage for any letter, any package, anywhere you need to send it, just straight from your computer and printer. Plus, Stamps.com seamlessly works with Shopify, Amazon, Etsy, eBay, and more. So it's a very versatile service. Fantastic. It's going to streamline your shipping processes. Stop wasting time and start saving money when you use Stamps.com to mail and ship. Sign up with promo code HARDFACTOR for a special offer that includes a 4-week trial plus free postage and a digital scale. No long-term commitments or contracts. Just go to Stamps.com, click the microphone at the top of the page, and enter code HARDFACTOR. All one word. All right. Next story. Was going to take it to space today, but there's literally no new news. The government, they had the UFO trial or hearing in Congress,
Mm-hmm.
It's nothing new. They're still like no idea what UFOs are. They could be Russian or Chinese.
I saw a new sighting today.
Yeah, I'm sure there's new sightings all the time, but the government's still denying knowing anything at all possible at all because they don't know anything. SpaceX still dominating Starlink satellite deployments, and the Boeing Starliner is still trying to pass their unmanned test. The next launch attempt is today. But it's been delayed so long. It was actually supposed to compete with SpaceX to take people to the International Space Station, and they've fallen flat on their face. SpaceX has done like a shitload of those trips now, and Boeing still hasn't done their unmanned test. So not worth taking it to space. Election news, we nailed it last night. So go back and listen to yesterday's podcast if you want to hear about what happened on the first big Tuesday of election season. But we told you a few days ago that Aussie President Scott Morrison is definitely going to lose his election. Here's him tackling a child during a soccer game this week. So he's definitely going to lose his election.
He Boris Johnson him.
He did. He Boris Johnson. This is Scott. He's the new Boris Johnson. Here's a remix with the rugby soundtrack. Yeah.
vision. Looks like he just changes his mind there.
Oh, he trucked him.
Is that a
He
tooth?
trucks the kid.
See that fly out?
Was that a tooth?
What? He sent him off. Turn it up.
They superimpose his head over a rugby player. Yeah.
Wow,
so
that's amazing.
So yeah, he's toast. So we're on fire. We're calling these elections very accurately. You need to predictit.org/promo/hardfactor40 if you want to ride with us, because we're getting them all right now. Scott Morrison also toast. We told you that before. Enough nerd shit. Let's talk about horny people. I had always heard the expression a horny toad, you know, like I figured, like, what's a horny toad? You guys know?
A pill.
It's the
Horny goat weed.
There is a horned toad that is a species.
It's a Texas toad, isn't it? It's
Yes.
Horned frog is TCU, right?
Right, yeah, horned frogs. But
yeah.
I mean, I always heard of horny toads. People are like horny toads. I didn't know it's like a literal term until now, thanks to a new article from the Atlantic that explained male frogs and toads are actually super horny to the point where they accidentally try to fuck plants, rocks, and even people's feet. A lot of times, it's called misdirected amplexus. And there's a picture of a toad trying to fuck a guy's boot in Brazil.
Gonna start using that excuse.
Yeah, misdirected amplexus. Next time you accidentally boner something.
Isn't it just that they're just dumb?
Sorry, babe.
Toads are just dumb. I mean,
Correct, Wes.
Yeah.
Full of cum.
Yeah, it's like they're drunk all the time.
Exactly. They're just horny and ready to fuck, and they don't give a fuck. They're ready to go. They get caught because frog sex requires amplexus, which was the move you saw that toad doing to the guy's boot, which means the male has to latch on to the female and then wait for the eggs to drop to be ready to squirt on him at the right moment. So he has to latch and stay until the eggs drop, and then he
drop those eggs.
Are they down?
You
Are they
gotta
down
drop
yet?
soon. I'm gonna squirt.
Drop those
Gotta drop
eggs.
soon.
So what's happening is
Are they
these-
down?
I gotta go.
Tell me when they're down.
Just let me know.
Can't see down there. Tell me.
Give me a kick.
Was that them? No. False alarm.
So what's happening? They keep grabbing onto shit. And scientists are like they keep grabbing onto shoes. They keep grabbing onto whatever trash and shit. And scientists are blaming an increased number of accidental latchings for climate change and humans' territory expanding, their frog territory getting smaller from climate change, and
They
forcing
gotta
more
fuck their way out of it. Yeah.
different frogs to get together. Right, exactly. So they're grabbing onto the wrong frogs or whatever.
I only know one way to get out of this situation.
I gotta fuck my way out of this situation.
A frog only knows one way. We're
Yeah.
finding out. Male frogs. Literally, these guys are just horny. They will fuck anything, and they'll try
Wow.
to. But so that's what these like Brazilian people were saying, scientists.
Did it
But
take a
wildlife-
scientist to figure it out? Like,
They're all arguing about it, Mark. This whole article has
And
so
it
many
seems
different
like
scientists from
you
different
can just
nations.
see the frogs are like humping things, you know, like the
Right.
toads,
And
yeah.
so in Brazil, they're saying that. They're like, look at these frogs. It's out of control. These frogs are out of
Yeah.
control. But wildlife biologist Liz Lopez in California, she said she thinks it's a little bit different. She said, quote, males will just go for anything they can get their hands on.
Oh,
unquote.
hilarious.
So she says, Liz Lopez says, no, male frogs and toads just fuck whatever they can
They're
grab.
just like males.
Exactly.
That's a slight. That's a hidden slight. It is.
That's
Well,
what I meant.
Wes-
There's like regular males.
Yeah, they're
human
just
males.
like dudes. Yeah.
Yeah.
Wes, while I do agree, the Brazilian scientist who's a man did admit this. He said the clasp first and ask questions later approach is what they do. You can't deny it.
It's what a lot of Brazilian men do too. That's
He gets
maxiopriosis
results.
or whatever. Yeah. Yeah.
The approach, though, leads to many horny frogs and toads latching onto dead frogs. Ooh, incompatible
How
species
dead?
of frogs. Very
Yeah.
dead. Too dead to inseminate. And
The
then they
eggs
get
aren't
stuck
coming
on
out of these things, Pat.
it. Yeah.
Hold on,
frogs-
hold on. Let me double check.
They're gonna be there for a while. They're latched on for life.
I'm just gonna make sure.
They not only go too late, guys, they go too early. They latch onto frog embryos still inside of eggs accidentally. Whoops, these idiots. They latch onto coconuts, mangoes, apples, geckos, turtles, fish, slugs, balls like tennis balls, rulers, plastic cups, and even cow dung.
They just have really bad eyesight. Is that?
They're just super horny. and
They're just horny.
So
Yeah, this
horny.
is
dude.
a great, like, you can start calling your horn dog friend on like a trip, like a road trip, boys trip, like a
Froggy.
He was acting like a
Toad,
toad. He's like,
Toad or Froggy, it's the
nickname,
new
a lot of
rabbit.
toad
'cause
nicknames. Yeah,
He
They
just
really
humped
fuck
that
a lot.
same spot in the air and waited for it to come to him.
he was latching on to everything that trip.
You can also just create a move, at the bar called the Toad, but it would probably get you arrested. But
Yeah.
as the great Wayne Gretzky says, you miss 100% of shots you don't take. So that's what the Toads and Frogs are thinking, I think. Another equally horny and easy to fool animal is the glowworm, who has apparently been lured away from proper sex partners by streetlights and neon signs. Also, beetles will try to fuck
Idiots.
bottles. Like there's a bunch of beetles
'Cause they're
trying
the
to
same
gangbang
color.
a bottle. Yeah, they think it's a big beetle, a queen
Yeah.
beetle or something.
Oh, this bitch is smooth.
Yeah. Look how big she is.
BBB.
Damn,
Skin like glass, got an exo like glass.
Put that picture back up. It was a gangbang.
they're so horny. They're all
Come on in, boy. Plenty to go around.
Come on, boys.
We need a few more guys on this
Yeah.
woman. All right.
She can get up at any second. She's huge.
Just hope she doesn't shake us. She must be asleep.
And then they have fish who get their bodies messed up by like trash and can prevent them from having sex or whatever else that falls in the water.
That's
for
just
the
a
fish.
sad one.
No,
Yeah,
no,
why'd
it's
you
just-
put that one in there, man?
Yeah, that's
Dude,
just plastic.
This is just the least shocking report of all time. Like, has the Atlantic seen the things humans try to fuck? Obviously, animals, wild animals, are gonna do even crazier shit. Like, this is nothing. This is nothing. It was the stupidest thing I've ever read, but it was interesting because it's about horny frogs. So,
Toads are horny.
right. It was like, could you believe they'll try to fuck something that's new in their environment? Yeah. Yes. Have you seen a human man?
What if they're all princes that are cursed?
Oh man, that'd be such a bummer.
Yeah.
This study would be devastating.
Yeah.
Keep them that way. I don't need a bunch of princes in the world. You know what I mean?
That's true.
You drop him yet?
Horny
Yeah, less
princes.
competition.
Yeah.
I can chill.
It's the last
Give
thing
me
we all need.
give me a grunt when they're down.
Yeah, give me a ribbit.
Green light. And speaking of horny toads, guys, let's meet the latest sex teacher from Pennsylvania. This tall 5'11" drink of water is Wilmington Area High School choir director Olivia Ortiz, 26 years old.
Howdy.
5'11".
Oh,
Mhm, 5'11", tall drink of water. And she was arrested after her irate husband informed school administrators that his wife had been sleeping with one of her 17-year-old female students.
Holy moly. The husband
So-
called it in?
The husband got
killing her.
cucked by a female student.
You know what's going on over there at your school?
Yep. And apparently people probably did. Olivia's husband came home angry from a recent trip to Florida, and then he found some incriminating texts on Olivia's iPad.
I'm going to lick you dry.
No, I don't know what was on. It's got to be bad. They were.
What if we
they
both
were-
dropped him at the same time?
Yeah. Going to be a couple of toads tonight.
You know, it was. You'll hear why. You know, there were some wild messages later. And this town is actually really horny because Olivia's predecessor, as the school's music director, Jonathan Priano, 37 years old, he's also facing similar charges of sexual misconduct with students. So this is the second
Jesus.
music director that's gotten with the kids at this school. And
I mean, to be fair, like that's like a real good fly under the radar. Like no one's gonna look at the second music teacher and be like, this could happen again.
Lightning doesn't strike
Right.
twice.
Right? Yeah.
Right.
That's a great cover.
she knows the risks. She's
Yeah.
seen firsthand.
Yeah. Or the entire interview was brought up, you know. And
Yeah,
You
oh,
believe
God, that's
what-
terrible.
yeah.
The guy before me, we're not even going to say his name. We're talking about what he did. It was horrible.
She's like, I'm not going to bang any male students.
Yeah, could have used that
She
line. It
wasn't
would have been
lying.
true.
Yeah.
Would have been true. Acting on the tips from Ortiz's husband, investigators found more than 100 messages between the choir leader and her female student using Spotify's chat function. So that's how you know it was getting freaky, because they knew that they had to keep it hush hush, and they knew that they had to so they were even on a secret app.
They had like a serial killer to serial killer code. Like
Yeah, exactly. They had code words for sex
Yeah.
and everything. And when questioned about it, the student folded and admitted that, yeah, she's been fucking the teacher for a long time and does it all the time and loves it. But but you know, the student always crumbles to the questioning when this type of stuff happens. Ortiz has so far remained relatively silent, with her hearing is set for May 25th next week. But her student, unnamed because she's a minor, has said that they are in love and do not have any plans of ending the relationship.
She doesn't know what love is at 17.
We'll see if Ortiz reciprocates, but I mean, balls in her court.
I knew.
Yeah.
You did?
How'd that work out? How'd your 17-year-old love work out?
Oh, not good.
No one's does.
You remember that?
No one's does. So
It's
it shouldn't
rare.
be with a 25-year-old.
It's rare, especially with a teacher, but it does happen. I mean, it does happen.
Very
It
rare.
does
One in a
happen.
million, yeah.
Yeah, in small towns.
My 17-year-old love
our
was
town.
banging a 25-year-old.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry. You guys were there.
Mrs. So-and-so, you know who you are.
Yeah.
Mrs. X.
Yeah, I mean, so, you know.
Drop
well,
him.
We'll see what happens, but
She's going to jail.
she's going to jail, but they might stay together, though.
Hey, can you believe that
doubt
the student?
It might be a life
sang,
She'll
She's
find,
17.
I think she'll find someone in jail.
Maybe so.
sang like a canary. Choir student. Who would have guessed?
All right. Is that the conclusion of the horny people? Yeah. Well then, it's time.
It's time for the TikTok International Moment.
I was doing the younger Buffers calling card there. The one that does the UFC, Michael Buffer's brother,
Right.
Steve or Greg Buffer, I don't know.
Dennis Buffer.
Dennis Buffer. He got "It's Time" as his. That's the worst fucking intro of all time. Michael Buffer had "Let's Get Ready to Rumble."
It's like he stopped writing it.
Look how much more handsome Michael was too. He's like just like a great looking guy.
Oh,
and,
he
his,
was-
and then his stupid brother got "It's Time." Oh God.
Yeah.
Unbelievable.
But he
Is
yells.
that
really
it, Dennis, or is there some? Is
No,
there
it's
some?
time for what?
Oh, it's just that's it. Okay, yeah,
time.
that's good. That's good, Dennis.
All right,
Solid.
he's got the last name. We'll hire him. Anyways,
half brother.
got some penis and butt stuff today in the TikTok International Moment. But before
lovely.
we get to that, let's do a classic TikTok International Moment callback. And even though this is not international, it did big numbers the first time on TikTok. So our social media guy Eric requested we do it again because those TikTok users can't get enough of this subject. So we're gonna do it. We're gonna cover it. We've got another medical bill in the U.S. for. We'll just pull it up here. What does this say? What's the one that's circled?
Ooh, that says
emotional.
Brief
Behavior
emotional
assessment.
behavior. Yeah, brief emotional, which is a fancy way of saying crying. Someone was charged $40 again for crying at a doctor's office. New York City YouTuber Camille Johnson shared on social media that her younger sister, who has a rare disease, was charged $40 for crying at her last doctor's visit. This is more than the cost of any of her blood tests. Which were like, $20, $15, $30. So she got 4 tests for less than the price.
But it says
Of
emotional behavioral assessment.
She was with her. She said, "My little sister has been really struggling with a health condition lately and finally got to see a doctor. They charged her $40 for crying." Camille said she claims that she shed 1 tear and was just frustrated over not knowing what was going on with her health for such a long period of time.
Was the health condition being a little bitch?
Yes, that's what the doctors
Right.
think. That's what the
I got-
doctors
was
are
it-
saying, Pat.
Should
Was
have
it
charged her
possible-
twice as much.
Was it possible it was for the health assessment, not the
No.
single tier?
No, it was for the crying.
No, because I could totally
it's for the
see.
crying.
I could totally see if like you're in a doctor's office, like
It's up to the doctor, Will.
They have limited time, and you're like hysterical, and they can't do anything. All you're doing is sitting there
Correct.
crying. Like if you go to a therapist's office and they're charging you $100 an hour, and you spend half of it crying, that's $50 an hour for crying.
Doctors have the option in the current U.S. healthcare system to charge for crying if they want to. They don't have to,
Right.
but if you're going to cry,
Yeah.
you might get a $40 fee now in the U.S.
And that's just what it's called.
Cry in the car.
Save those tears for the road. Yeah, for when you when you get on the road.
Even if it's like good news crying, like you don't
No,
have cancer.
That's too emotional. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's emotional, Pat. It's too emotional.
Damn.
Hold those tears in for the road. That's the
So
U.S.
if you get a
healthcare system for you.
behavioral health assessment charge, you got to
Yeah.
like fight it, basically.
Yeah, you got to say I didn't cry. Prove it. I didn't cry. Drop them. All right, next up, let's do some.
I'll make you cry. I'll make you cry. You keep that up.
I'm gonna drop. Okay, butt stuff time. Thanks to Obi Carlos Kenobi for sending this in, and thanks to UK TikToker at Sophia at Sof Zalofs for sending it in as well. It being a vibrator and in being her asshole. Now, this story is becoming very common as well. This is the now not so unique medical condition where people are having to go to the hospital, get things they shoved up their crotch removed. But this time it's not urethral sounding. It's something you're not supposed to shove in yourself. This is a good old fashioned vibrator shoved too far up her butt. And then her gaping asshole swallowed said vibrator.
Yep. She got the base in there. Now, most of them have like a little thing that to try to avoid this situation. But she got straight through it.
She's got strong muscles in that asshole. Classic accent. Could happen to anyone. Her TikTok account is private, unfortunately, probably because people are inquiring about the vibrator she had to have surgically removed from her dumper that she posted about and then made.
I think they're going to see the actual video.
Oh, she posted some stuff though, and then they're probably coming out. And then she made international news because she's a young, attractive woman talking about her butt swallowing a vibrator hole like it was the Sarlacc of Jabba the Butt.
Yeah,
so that's a Star Wars joke for Pat.
Oh, I've never seen it.
Oh, that's awesome.
I bet she got charged for brief emotional.
Yeah, I would say so.
There's some big time anal sex guys that are going to be obsessed with this woman. No.
Yeah, that's why she's private. She did post, like I said, she did post about her ordeal, though, and we do have a screenshot or two. So here's a screenshot of her with an X-ray of her butt, and what do you guys see directly in the center of her arse?
Oh, that's a vibrator.
That's the vibrator.
That's a 3-inch vibrator. Here's a close-up.
See,
right?
it was too small.
Yeah, the vibrator.
This vibrator was not meant for the ass.
That's a front door key.
That's a fronter.
You got to keep your eye on it, right? Or apparently she couldn't go to the hospital.
It didn't have the expanded
finger
base like you would want.
Didn't have the chain.
The safety net.
That's a clit vibrator.
Yeah.
If I've seen one clit vibrator, I've seen them all.
Yeah. It's right in her ass. Apparently, she couldn't go to the hospital the night it happened. I don't know if she was having too many askasms to grab the keys, or if hospitals in the UK are a 9 to 5 thing, or if she thought she could just sleep it off. But whatever the reason, she did try to just sleep it off. And apparently, the toy buzzed throughout a good portion of the night. Hopefully, she doesn't have roommates, and hopefully those roommates aren't her parents. Like, honey, wake up. There's a buzzing coming from what sounds like your butt. Is everything okay with your butt? It's 4 a.m.
It's a little late for a phone call.
Yeah. Did you shove your phone in your butt?
She just I imagine that's stimulating, you know?
She was up all night. Well, she didn't go to the hospital.
She didn't rush to the hospital.
Full blast in there. You're probably.
I'll give it a couple hours. See if it works itself out.
Yeah.
I mean, at first it was probably
drank some water.
Right. And then it got old real quick. Yeah.
She did go to the hospital the next morning, but doctors couldn't get it out with, I guess, their hands or those metal prongs.
Because she used the skinny one, like Wes said.
It was nice and deep in her butt, too. So they had to perform surgery. The woman claims that when she came back to, from being put under, her butt was vibratorless, and the toy was in a plastic bag, like she'd just gotten out of jail, and they're giving her belongings back by her bedside, and still had some battery life left in it. So while it is a small vibrator meant for the front, it is long lasting, ladies. She should probably get a different shaped vibrator, though, or at least have a butt plug jammed in her butt if she's going to play around in there.
Yeah, wrong toy. Yep.
Yeah.
Or leave a trail of breadcrumbs or something, a safety string,
Yeah. Why doesn't she just get a butt plug or anal beads?
She could sell that thing for so much money to the right loser.
She should just
she's already she needs. Is she on OnlyFans already, Mark? Because if she's not,
she's about to be.
Has Butt Plugio heard about this?
She can get 10 grand.
Plugio, yeah, the guy that does the remote. Yeah, the remote sex toying.
I'm gonna tweet at him right now.
She could sell it with this X-ray picture for 10 grand.
At Butt Plugio, you heard about this?
Yeah, do you hear about this chick? Okay?
He always gets back.
Yeah, he does. All right, so we gotta hurry up. My bad. And as promised, penis stuff. North Carolina Josh sent this one in. The Cambodian government has recently asked people to stop picking a rare carnivorous plant that looks exactly like a beefy, girthy penis. The Nepenthes pitcher plants, let me get a picture up of these things, has been a popular grab for women specifically, probably to bring to bachelorette parties to use as centerpieces. Look at some of those.
Hold it, you slut. Look at the slut holding it. You're holding it, you slut.
Well, what's sad for Cambodian men is that those are probably bigger than the average Cambodian penis because they are
Not according to the chart, Will.
No,
No,
Cambodia's
Cambodia
got the
was
smallest.
one of the smallest. It was
It's
the
not
smallest.
Cameroon. We get confused. It's Cambodia.
Mhm.
It's the smallest. Those are giant plants for sure. It's not
Right.
great for the men in
So
Cambodia.
it's intimidating the guys in Cambodia.
Well, the
Maybe that's the
government's
reason they got
The government's getting involved, Will. That's why. The Cambodian Ministry of Environment shared images of Facebook of 3 women snatching up pitcher plants and posting with them. They went on to say, what they are doing is wrong, and please don't do it again in the future. Here's the girls, like the picture they posted here.
Those girls are having fun.
Apparently, the plant is extremely rare, and if whores keep picking them for Instagram photos, they might become extinct. That and the Cambodian government is a bunch of prude dorks. I mean, come on. Look at these pics. Like who is they're great. Who's not going to like these photos if they see them? Look at that one. That looks like a penis.
That one looks exactly like a penis.
What about this one?
Is that one just a penis?
Those pics are so great.
She just
You
has a
gotta
penis
let
in her
these
hand.
girls have fun.
She's holding a penis.
Does she have to make that kind of face though? Like what? She seems so unhappy.
Girl number 3 here is like, ew.
It's icky.
It's 3 times the size of the men here.
She's like, that's why I'm a choir teacher.
Yeah.
Now drop them.
Yeah, drop them. I'd rather someone drop them. One Cambodian Ministry of Environment nerd said, quote, if people are interested even in a funny way to pose to make selfies with the plants, it's fine. Just do not pick the pitchers because it weakens the plant because the plant needs these pitchers to feed. So that's like the penis part. So don't rip the penises out of the ground. You got to get on your hands and knees on all fours and get your face down in the penises, lady, if you want to take a picture. But I mean, look how much fun these pictures are, right? Like, look at these pictures of the penis plants.
That is a Cawthorn.
I mean, I just want him to be happy. He can be gay now. Look at a Cawthorn with his penis plants.
Yeah. It was probably relieving for him to withdraw from the race.
Yeah, good for him.
And his cousin.
He booked a trip to Cambodia the second he found out he was out.
Not great for everyone that wanted to blackmail him, though.
No, they ran out of time.
Yeah, they ran out. They lost their shot.
Yeah.
He's got 80 people very disappointed right now.
Yeah.
All right, guys, last story of the day. We are entering day 7 of another good old-fashioned prison escape manhunt.
Nice.
Come on. You thought that we were done with the whites? You thought that was maybe once in a decade situation? Try once a month, guys.
Next man hunt up.
Next man hunt up. I want you guys to meet the new public enemy prison escapee number 1. I'm talking about convicted murderer, convicted attempted murder, and now prison escapee, 46-year-old Gonzalo Lopez. There's Gonzalo right there, guys.
Oh, he looks tall too. Is he over 6 feet? Gotta be.
He doesn't look 46. When they catch him, I got to ask him how he keeps it so young looking.
It's the murders.
Is that a teardrop tat that's been removed on his one eye?
Oh, you're damn right. But then he killed again.
God.
Yeah,
We
guys.
had to get it.
Guys, I'm going to toss it over to our colleagues at ABC News to explain what exactly is happening in Texas. But stay tuned because we are going to discover quite possibly one of the greatest Texas law enforcement officials in the history of the state.
Look at that.
This convicted murderer who escaped from a transport bus in Leon County, Texas, between Dallas and Houston. The prisoner somehow slipping out of his restraints and then breaking through the cage that protects the prison driver.
You heard him right.
Stabbing the driver before getting away.
Con Air.
Some schools canceling classes. Residents warned to stay inside. Checkpoints have now been set up tonight. ABC's Maria Villarreal from Texas this evening.
Tonight, residents being told to stay indoors and lock their doors and vehicles as more than 300 officers from multiple agencies across Texas search for convicted murderer Gonzalo Artemio Lopez.
He killed a man in 2005 with a pickaxe.
Lopez was with 15 other prisoners in this white bus being taken to a medical appointment in Huntsville, Texas on Thursday, when authorities say he somehow got free from his restraints and got through the wire cage protecting the driver.
When he got through that opening that he cut open, that's when he started struggling with the officer.
Stabbing the driver in the chest and hand with an unknown object, crashing the bus and escaping into a pasture. Authorities setting up checkpoints, schools in the area closing down.
The advice to the public right now is if at all possible, stay in your homes. And if you see this guy, do not engage him.
No, I can break through cages.
Wow.
Yeah,
say hi to him.
Impressive escape.
Yeah.
Wow.
He can break through fucking cages, guys.
Quite a murderer.
What they didn't get into was what
More
happened.
impressive than Casey White, I'll say.
Well, it was also a medical thing, but yeah, so this is a bus with 15 or 16 prisoners. Dude just broke through his cages. First of all, he got out of his shackles, then broke through the cage. Thank God the officer has non-life-threatening injuries.
Officer's fine.
Yeah, a second officer at the rear of the bus exited, right, and
Yeah,
approached.
I'm not messing with this guy. He just ripped through his handcuffs in a cage. I'm out.
No, he was brave and valiant. He grabbed the fucking the 12 gauge and he exited the bus. And Lopez got out of the bus, and when the cop got out of the bus, Lopez ran back in the bus and started driving the fucker away. Right?
Oh, and then he crashed it into the field, and then
because the rear officer started blasting 12 gauge bullets right in the back.
Lopez drove it into the field,
right in the back of the fucking tires of that thing.
What a scene!
Yeah, guys, the officer fired at Lopez, disabled the bus, shooting the rear tires. The bus then traveled a short distance before leaving the roadway, where Lopez got out and ran into the woods. Here's a quick clip.
And they haven't caught him in 7 days. He's
7 days.
He's a good hider.
Yeah.
We saw the inmate.
Oh my God.
What the heck?
This guy's dangerous.
So this is right after the bus crashed.
These people saw him running in the field.
It's a mom and a son, yeah, and they started filming it. Anyway, that's not important. What's important, guys, is this. Was there anything in that ABC News clip you wanted more of?
You like that guy that scream talks? You like the cop that screams all this?
He's got voice modulation.
Yeah.
Guys, I'll tell you what. 7 days of a manhunt is stressful, but luckily we have veteran, no-nonsense Texas Department of Criminal Justice Communications Officer Robert Hurst to give us daily press briefings in front of the Dairy Queen and get right down to brass tacks.
Well, that's Texas right there.
With a no-frills, all-business attitude. Here are some highlights, guys, from the last 6 days of Robert Hurst cutting through the fluff and getting straight to the hard facts as 300 officers from the Texas Department of Public Safety continue the statewide manhunt. I give you Communications Officer Robert Hurst.
Really nothing new from what I told you this afternoon at 3 o'clock. You got any questions for me?
Have there been potential sightings of him?
No.
Y'all have reason to believe that the suspect is still in Centerville?
He's not in Centerville. He's out here in Leon County. Centerville's this way. Leon County's this way.
Idiot.
I'm not sure.
Well, if you're going to ask me a question, I got to know the source.
We have sources. A source told us.
Whoever told you that, I haven't been told that. That's incorrect.
Okay.
How many miles is the search area?
I'm going to give you the perimeter, and you can figure it out for yourself.
You idiot.
In 2005, he killed a man with a pickaxe. He shot at a Webb County Sheriff's deputy. Yeah.
It's been over 24 hours.
Yeah, it's hot, but we're making sure that our officers are properly hydrated. Yeah, he got up into the driver's compartment. Are you aware of what happened?
Yeah.
No way of speculating. That's a pure speculation. I have no way of knowing.
I'm sorry, say it again. As long as it takes to get him into custody.
What did you tell him?
Lock him up. Lock him up. This guy is somebody not to dally with, and I cannot confirm that. I have not been told that. I'm having a hard time hearing you. You gotta speak up.
What told him?
Hold on. Wait for this truck to pass. Wait for the truck.
Man, show out there. Producing, fielding questions,
Wait till the truck passes.
dealing with this fucking video. Afterwards.
He's looking at the truck.
Hold on. Got another one.
Texas people. You got some big trucks out here.
We're gonna call it. There's 7 more trucks.
Okay, what's the question?
I'm
sorry, you got to speak up just a little bit louder. All the traffic, I'm having a hard time hearing.
This is
All
no
right,
traffic.
Identify myself again. First name Robert. Last name Hurst, Hurst. Public Information Officer, Texas Department of Criminal Justice out of Huntsville. I'm sorry, say it again. It's going to make it real difficult for him if he's still here. If he's still in this area, he's getting real thirsty and he's getting real hot. Some kind of sharp object.
You guys don't have that object?
No. No. Correct. It's part of our investigation. Correct. You're asking a question that's part of our investigation. I'm sorry, you got to say it again. I can't hear you.
As you guys enter the dark reserve, what are the obstacles you guys face now?
Well, it's dark. Yes.
Yeah. It is dark. It's an obstacle.
Hurst is the man. I mean,
he can't hear well.
Oh, it's loud. It's loud out there in front of the Dairy Queen.
He's out there just taking the questions. I mean, 7 days to find this guy is pretty rough. So Hurst is just out there, the butt of every joke, just taking it on the chin.
If you don't know how to do math, and if you don't know the counties here, I'm not going to talk to you.
That way? No, it's that way.
That's north.
Look,
that's south.
I'm going to give you the coordinates, and you can figure it out, okay?
Yeah.
You do the math on this.
Yeah.
It's going to be horrible for Hurst the day that he's caught somewhere very far away.
Not in Texas.
And Hurst has been fielding these things.
He's got
for
300 guys in the same county.
Yeah.
He's got 300 guys and horses in Lee County or whatever it was called, and he's in a different state. Hurst is going to feel like an idiot.
I'm not being facetious. Hurst shows up at that Dairy Queen every 2 hours, and he has for the last 7 days. Every 2 hours, he's doing a press drop.
To just call people idiots.
Yeah.
Well, DQ, though, that's where a lot of Texas business gets done.
That's what I like about Texas. Guys,
while we're here, I'm going to get some chicken tenders.
What? Well, it's dark. What'd you say?
Anyone need a blizzard?
Why do we do all the press conferences in the DQ parking lot? Because I eat every meal at DQ. Next question.
Because the other places don't make Oreo blizzards, you know?
Doesn't that photo say it all? Guys, that's going to do it for Hard Factor. Shout out to Robert Hurst. He's got a tough job.
Catch him.
But god damn, I hope this guy stays on the run so we get a lot more Hurst.
Well, but doesn't hurt anyone. On the run, not hurting anyone.
Yeah. Hurst is married too, so I like to imagine what it's like when he goes home at the end of the day. How was it, honey? What? Wasn't great. It was hot. It was dark.
Going to bed yesterday.
They asked the same questions.
The tenders are in the fridge. That's going to do it for Hard Factor. Have a great fucking day. Oh, the wheel.
The wheel.
Wheel.
I stopped my audio, but you can.
That's fine. Stop it.
I'm bringing it up.
I can end broadcast.
Well, don't end the video broadcast.
Okay, then I won't.
Yeah.
Well, then I won't. I'm not going to then.
I'm on voicemails tomorrow, so.
Oh, that's right. We already. So it's a 3-people wheel. Take Wes off.
Wes off. Wes is on voicemail tomorrow. Who's going to be cup of coffee in the big time?
What?
Hang on.
It's going to be Marv.
I was probably due for that.
All right. TikTok. International moment. Oh, come on. Seriously? Right. Going 4 out of 5 this week.
Big world out there, Will. A lot of stories to pick from.
That's true.
Do you want to say goodbye again, or are we good?
Oh, say goodbye.